Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at banner grabbing with Nmap. Now banner grabbing as a whole is very important for penetration testers and for anyone who's doing any vulnerability analysis on a system or network, right? And if you're not already familiar, essentially a banner or the process of banner grabbing is the process of essentially identifying the service version that is currently running on a particular port, right? So for example, if I'm setting up a web server and I want to set up SSH, I would install a piece of software, right? That would actually act as my SSH, would actually facilitate SSH connections. A good example of this is OpenSSH, right? So OpenSSH is a piece of software that runs or will facilitate SSH communication on port 22. Now, as a penetration tester, if I'm performing banner grabbing on that server and I'm performing banner grabbing on port 22, which is the SSH port, what I'm likely to get is the banner of the service of the piece of software or the service version that is running. So for example, I would get OpenSSH. So this is useful for two main reasons, and it's quite similar to your service version enumeration. However, when performing banner grabbing manually or when performing it in sort of a direct manner without Nmap filtering through the results and sort of organizing it for us, you're essentially able to get quite important bits of information, and again, that will be demonstrated shortly. So this can be achieved by using a Nmap script called banner. And again, I can perform a simple scan, and let's say I wanted to perform we'll say sudo nmap, and we'll run a simple TCP connect scan, or the default scan, right? And we want to target, let's see, port 22 and port 80, right? And we then say script, and that is going to be banner, and then we specify our target. In the case of this video, we'll be using Metasploitable 2. So 1.217, that is the IP on my network, and we'll just hit enter, right? And let's take a look at the results, and you'll see what I mean exactly, right? So we're only scanning about 2 ports, so it should just display the 2 banners for us, and it should tell us what piece of software and the version is running on these particular ports. So for example, you can see that on port 22 here, we are able to identify or to establish that we have OpenSSH 4.7 P1, and it's running. We get an additional piece of information, which seems to be this looks like an operating system banner. It tells us we're running Debian Ubuntu, right? So Ubuntu is a distribution that is based off Debian. So again, we're able to tell, all right, that we might be running Debian or Ubuntu, but in most cases it's going to be Ubuntu. Now, if I perform the complete scan here, right, and I perform like a fast scan, which is 100 of the most common ports, let's hit enter. Of course, this will take much more time, and I'll just increase the actual scan speed here. We'll hit enter. Let's run this right now, and again, we'll just wait for it to complete, and then we'll take a look at the additional pieces of information that we're able to get, and how it differentiates from something like performing a service version scan. And then, of course, the second bit of really important information is the fact that we can use these banners to perform vulnerability analysis or to perform a vulnerability scan on our network, on our targets. So there we are. You can see if we get all the ports that are really important. We have FTP. So you can see for FTP, we are able to get the banner. It tells us we're running VSFTPD 2.3.4. For SSH, OpenSSH. For Telnet, we don't get a banner, but a piece of shellcode, which is, again, it can be quite useful. For SMTP, you can see that we get the actual domain name here, and we can see it's postfix and it's running on Ubuntu. So we get another operating system banner leak there. For the other services, we aren't able to get any more banners, but again, for something like ProFTP, for something that is running on port 2121, we can see we have ProFTPD running version 1.31, and it's running Debian. So again, we're able to tell we're running Debian or a Debian-based distribution. For MySQL, you can see for the MySQL server, we actually get the banner here, and it's part of the shell code, which is great. So we can see we're running version 5.0.51a, and it gives us the operating system banner. So it tells us we're running Ubuntu, so on and so forth. So again, banner grabbing with Nmap is very, very important and can be very useful when you're trying to establish the accurate results and what Nmap is getting back without it being filtered. So again, when performing service version detection, Nmap will typically filter the results and display things as appropriately as possible. It will not display things like shellcode, for service version or for the particular banners. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.